Hello, everyone. Huawei. Pleasure to see you, sir. Been a long day, and I'm going to be staying up with you guys for a bit before I catch some well-deserved rest. I am well. I am tired. I worked a 12-hour shift. Ended up being 13 hours, but whatever, man. I only count for billable hours, so it's all good. Um, Finished up, and then I was just laying down beforehand, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to stream, but here we are. We're looking at a snail tank. Jeff Kane, good to see you. Debs, welcome to the Blue Moon broadcast. We will be going just past midnight to 12:30 Central Time. So strap in for a low-key time. So settle in, get ready to go to sleep, or at least just keep it on a low simmer on the Blue Moon broadcast. Glad to see everybody here. So yeah, I worked the day shift today, and it's basically everything I do, but in reverse. So that was discombobulating, but very good time. And I work tomorrow night, so staying up for a bit. Can't wait to see June's stream settle in, and I'll make it as long as I can. How's everybody else tonight? Anybody got good news? I missed it all because I didn't get home till like 9. So I haven't even really been in the chats this evening. I am out of gossip that is current. I know old stuff from yesterday, but nobody cares about that now. It's too fast paced here in the fish fam. I did stop and get myself a wonderful Coca-Cola. Delicious, as always. That's right, Huawei. I nursed so hard today. Pretty chill, the whole home health thing. So it's a good gig. So happiness. Yeah, I picked up an extra shift. Somebody is out of town that works during the day, so there was an available shift, and I got it covered. But then the evening shift nurse went MIA, and I guess I'll find out next week what happened. Oh, no, wait, I'll find out tomorrow. I'm going to work tomorrow night. So, yeah, probably oversleeping. That's what I hope it is, because I would hate if somebody was in a car wreck or something like that, trying to get to work. Well, there you go. There you go. That was for Jeff. All right. Never met a Molek. Is there a more current name for the Molek right now? Who's the Molek? Sounds like an old name for sure. Leviticus. Friends for life. Fish family. So yeah, I got some water changes to do this evening. I went 2 weeks without changing any water. It's also August, so you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I mean, it was definitely out of laziness, but I feel like not giving them warm water changes, you know what I mean, as often was probably a blessing. It's definitely cooler in my garage than the tap coming out of the ground, so warms them up. Well, I mean, it's definitely one of those warning verses. But yeah, Morlocks. It's a mistranslation of Morlocks. That's right, man. I mean, like, didn't Morlocks like eat humans? I know they grabbed them and like pulled them into the cave and stuff. I assumed that they were killed. Is that the meme with the laughing is that a Morlock? The laughing like old guy with the beard? You have no power here. Is that from that movie? Or my wires crossed? They're usually crossed. I mean, okay. I mean, like, okay, yeah, let's go with that, Koro. Maybe they were turning people into more Morlocks. But I mean, like, that's actually worse than dying, right? I don't think most of the Morlocks were having a good time. Oh man, I wish, Jeff. It's crazy. There's such a temperature difference that when you look through the aquarium and everything, it all like shimmers when you're putting the new water in. That's right. Another, yeah, and Lord of the Rings being used as a meme is much more relevant than to the Morlocks. And was that movie called The Time Machine? Is that correct? I read a sci-fi book when I was a kid, and I want to say that he had a brother that was like maybe like a little bit older than him, and basically there was this shed and time slowed down inside of the shed. So the kid would go out there at night and stayed in there and like became like much older and became bigger than his brother and stuff like that. And the whole thing was just like totally like messing with my mind as a kid. It was a young adult book, I believe, but I was also reading like I think adult sci-fi at that point as well. If anybody remembers that book, I haven't thought about that in years. So the tank is a 20-gallon with a hang on the back. Couldn't tell you what it is. Um, and there are mystery snails in there and ram's horn snails, which we are eternally battling and definitely keep the population down of the mystery snails. But I have pest snails in all my tanks. I don't have ram's horns necessarily in all my tanks, but I need to start clearing the way and making room for the mystery snails. I think that they would be fun to see in a shrimp tank. Anyone seen this or used it before? What is into the water before reaching the surface? Yeah, I feel like I missed something, and I'm on the StreamYard chat, so probably no fault at all, Nathan. But if you are starting in the middle of the conversation, that usually does work for me in my ADDness. So feel free. Run me back to hospital Tuesday. Difficulty breathing. He's stable now. He's going to Birmingham Children's Hospital today for a NJ tube. Okay. All right, Debs. That sounds good. Where he needs to be. We got to get him healthy. And if eating has been a problem, then yeah, that's a first step. Right, right, Debs. That is true. A lot of my people with G tubes and stuff like that, they take the top of the stomach and fold it up over the esophagus, and then the lower end of the esophagus, and then like tighten it, and then that helps with aspiration, especially if they're going to use like a G tube like long term and get their nutrients through their stomach. But hopefully it doesn't come to that. Okay, Huawei. So there's something wrong with the chat. Oh, they tweaked something and broke something. Yeah, that's true. That's when I get clued into it. But okay, so that's been happening for weeks. Wonder why I don't notice it. I probably don't follow chat as well as I should. That's probably what it is. Can you see my comment now? Let me see, Nathan. Seen it before, switching the live chat. It disappeared. I don't. What does it say? Nathan, are you using naughty language? Is that why? Does it have a name that sounds that's that is getting auto modded? That would be funny. Yeah, you guys, give a thumbs up to show you're having a fun time. You know what I mean? But don't hurry about it. Before the end of the stream is great. You know what I mean? Don't forget. Oh, so he was trying to drop something? Hmm. I suppose I could go away for a second and mod Mr. Hovey. He deserves it. I'm gonna go into YouTube. Hold on, guys. I'm back, unless I was there the whole time. I don't even know. But Nathan Hovey, you should find yourself able to drop some links now, dude. Heck yeah, Nathan. Dinnerlay flipper ladder thing? I'm into anything that looks like an old bubble maze toy that we would play with as a kid. You know what I mean? Like, why not put something like that in your aquarium? At that point, it doesn't even have to do that much good. But I mean, like, if it's putting CO2 in the water, then I guess you're putting CO2 in the water, so it's doing its job. It sounds cool. Craggy boy. Okay, so forget the CO2, just have it bubble. Yeah, dude. I mean, like, especially if it looks cool. Oh, that's awesome, Koru. Yeah, so that Anubias plant that's crawling up the back wall goes all the way the whole length of the aquarium. I got that from LRB like 2 years ago, and I haven't killed it. And there's a matching one, and there may or may not be a disagreement because Biz showed up shortly after I had exchanged currency. So the plant was mine, and he was coming back for it. And it ended up, and I told him, I was like, "Hey, you want to split it?" He goes, "No, man, that's cool." And when I got home, it was two, like at least a foot long, Anubias plants. CO2 flipper. It zigzags the CO2 back and forth, making more contact with the water, using more of it instead of shooting it out the top super fast. No, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like that makes sense. I personally have never even heard of the product. Has anybody? And Coro's been looking at one. Um, Cora, have you seen one in real life? Okay, so there's some shorts, but they look cool. Oh man, that's probably got to grind his gears. You know what I mean? Like you're working at the store and you're like, yeah, I know, but I don't have any. Heck yeah, Nathan. I think that that's a great way to be, bro. Like you are always bringing good conversation to the chat. And I personally enjoy it. Like you're one of the people that keeps it fishy. You know what I mean? Which is great. Um, and Deb's with an important question. Craig, have you started packing yet? I'm assuming that Craig has been packing while he because there's nothing else to do while you wait for to hear about properties and stuff like that, and you know you got to move out. You know what I mean? So pretty sure he's already or is in the organizing stages. Anissa, always good to see you. Coro, I like all your questions and things too, and you're actually a real wealth of knowledge. Like I could tell you spend a lot of time like with your research and stuff like that. So I'm always appreciative to hear good things. You know, that's really true. That's really true, Nathan. And I am not even like close to like being ready to do salt water or anything like that. I'm sure I'll do one at some point, but I get that like especially like with like corals or going like in depth with some of the invertebrates and things. I do enjoy learning about the fish as well, but like fish are kind of fish. So, you know what I mean? Like it's definitely more interesting, but like all of it, the whole saltwater thing, because I don't know enough about it, it's all so new and kind of overwhelming that like I get that like so many things. I'm like, wait, what's that? What's that? Like when I first started fish keeping, it like brings that back. So yeah, I'll probably definitely be doing it again or doing it in the future. I've never tried. But I mean, like, I don't think I have any Tetris, like at all. Like none. So there's still a lot of fresh water I haven't even seen. Yeah, reef tanks, coral definitely get overwhelming. But but all the different things and the whole like trading frags with people that you meet and stuff like that, that's pretty cool, man. It's like a living like remembrance of like a time, like you know what I mean? Like it's definitely cool. Yeah, that's true. Like the health of the tank and whatnot. Just wanted pretty fish. I've also seen a tank be ugly or something going on that I don't uh necessarily want going on in there. Like for me, it's always been green water. Um, having green water when I don't necessarily want it, and just leaving those tanks alone, switching filtration styles, and then like just leaving it alone and seeing what happens. And then like 3 months later, you know what I mean? Like the tank looks really, really great. Like just like letting it settle itself out. You know what I mean? Just do the water changes. Thanks for painting that, Mike. With that heart in the way, it's hard to read comments. Hi, I don't know how to turn it off. Do I have to turn it off through YouTube? That's true, man. Like the science of it all is really interesting. I need to do more testing so that I know more about what's going on in my tanks. Coro's over it. The titration tests. Oh, Coro. Yeah, man, they do. But I mean, like, if you're testing somewhat regularly, you know what I mean? Like, you know what it looked like at one point in time, and when you put it in there, you know what I mean? Like, if there's a major difference, you know what I mean, colorblind or not, you're gonna know. Go into YouTube, same section of community settings as your subscribers only mode is. I don't have that on either. Go through YouTube. It's in the same section of community settings. I'm gonna try it. Community setting. That's analytics. Hmm. Channel settings. Well, moderator, just turn on subscribe channels. Well, oh, can you get rid of the heart? Can you get rid of the heart? It's called live reactions or something. I never even found the menu. Is it in YouTube Studio or is it through like my channel? Like when I click on my channel. I'm also using an iPad, which usually leaves off an option. Okay, only the channel owner can. Hello, Adele. Dude, it was so sweet. It just worked out that you were on when I woke up the other night, early Monday morning. So I guess that was getting on Tuesday night for you. I don't know. Was it afternoon for you? I don't know. But it was cool. I had just woken up and I would have woken up in the middle of the night and like been alone if it wasn't for the internets. So thank you for your stream. It came together in a time that worked for me. It was great. Oh, what were you talking about? It was you had worked that day. That doesn't help. Oh, we were talking about the fact that I was getting an extra shift in and like we were just chatting. I know all the cool people get rid of the heart, but like the cool people know how to do stuff. You know what I mean? Like I have a million ideas. I have no idea how to like implement them. Like there's a thumbnail for this. That is like in the recent like last couple weeks. You know what I mean? Like, put making a thumbnail. And like that one wasn't good. I'm gonna tell you right now, it wasn't good. 11:40 p.m. We're doing it. Feel like the stale tank was kind of a poor choice. There was a snail on the glass, but now nothing. Not a good time period for them. But I love how overgrown and jungly it's all getting. Have some runners I need to take care of apparently. I got algae in that corner. Oh, it has to be turned off before the stream starts. Okay. But like once I turn it off, it'll be off for every consecutive stream after that, right? Michael Amandi, welcome. Oh wow. Gina, she's good. Heck yeah, Coro. Never freaking hurts, man. Like, yeah, my wife said that she would help me with some of the editing if I needed it. There you go, Debs, turning that frown upside down. That heart will, it's not that bad. All right, Jeff, I'm gonna try it again. Bum, 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 bum. Name, handle, channel, IR, description, privacy. Hmm. Community? Live? I give up. Mike Blue Nathan today. Oh yeah, it's fine. Nathan, like, you just always have things to share and stuff like that. So, it was just overlooked. Weird. Well, let's get a little action. New local Austin style. All right, switch this camera around. I do have some cool things to show you guys. So one of the cool things I got going on in here is, look at that little guy. One of these things is not like the other. I got a baby. The antler tank is clearing up nicely. And this guy's been coming forward and getting in my face about stuff and things. Hold on. Needs to be over this way a bit. Jethro hasn't been acting timid, so I wonder if these guys are going to spawn soon. Those are snails on the glass there. Those aren't eggs. But he does look like he's protecting his lady. His lady, Abraham Lincoln, named for the coloration on the beard line. And these two are acting skittish as ever. No, thank you. We've got a good view of my curly Q. You need a name, brother. Who gave me one of the cutest babies. Let me see the babies. Where are the babies? I think they're over at the other end. No, here they come. They both have spots on them, but one of them is like super Dalmatian-y, like stupid cute. There he is. That was a good shot of him. The other one is yellow, but also has spots all over. And there's three blondes and another white spotted baby in this tank. That other one's nipping at that guy. Something fierce. Check the chat. All right. Freaking glare. They're happy. Never kept mollies before. And they dropped babies as soon as they got back, man. Say I got about a 70% rating on fish bought at Aquashella coming back and doing well for me. I had some gouramis and my water is not good for them, and they did not make the transition. Cha cha cha. Trash cat. Yeah, the little dudes are super cool. I'm very into them. But yeah, so far everything's been good with them. I've been really happy with how they've acclimated. We got to feed all the guys. Everybody's hungry. Everybody's been waiting. Let's look at the food bin. Let's do that. This guy's go nuts over the flake. There's room for everyone. Everybody relax. Feeding frenzy. Get it. These rosy barbs have just been so colorful and happy in this tank with these paradise fish. I'm glad I put them together. They've been having a blast. See the difference between female and male right there? Was that top dog? Huh? Is that the biggest and the best? He's feisty, that's for sure. Yeah, yeah, I got the blue paradise fish. I got four of them. And about a month or 6 weeks ago, one of them was found dead on the floor. And I don't know whether he jumped or whether he was pushed. But I did some interrogations with everybody in the tank, and nobody said anything. Nobody saw nothing. So it's real out here in these fish streets. And I'm now much more interested in these than I was before. These are my mosquito fish that I collected out of Brushy Creek in downtown Austin. My gambusia. And they have been doing super good. So yeah, Warrior Planted tanks and Mexicali got me interested in my gambusia that I collected wild. Uh, I was going to just put them in one of Vibes's pond, but now I'm thinking like they might have some significance for somebody that's like collecting them or something like that. So I might keep them around. They are a more aggressive guppy for sure. The females pretty much like run the show from what I understand, and the men are just, well, they act like male guppies, you know what I mean? But like they're much smaller than the females. They're more like Endler size, and the females get huge. But yeah, I don't think that Gambusia would go well in a guppy tank. I mean, the females look pretty much like a female guppy. I collected females by accident, female Gambusia. But yeah, they're doing well. They're happy. What up, Junie June? And this is a tank that looked horrible forever. And now the guppy grass has anchored itself. These guys have just kept doing their thing. I do have a juvenile crebensis that is eating at the bottom right there. So they have bred successfully. I think most of this is the tank glass itself needs to be scrubbed. The through water changes, I have turned this dirted tank that is the crebensis have made a muddy mess in, and it's always had lots and lots of tannins from day one. This is my first planted tank experience, and yeah, dude, it's rough. But the crebensis are still alive, and these came from the feral fam, and there's definitely two fish in that cave. Can't really see. Maybe if I get down low. No. But if you look from the top, it looks a lot clearer. So I think it's just that. It's my blue Hawaiians. It's my Big Daddy Beta. He looks like he is growing a tumor. So yeah, life is good. Happy little fish room. We're all doing our thing. What do you got to say about it, Bub? Like, don't make me flex on you, bro. Okay, Amisa is supporting my thoughts about the them being just like way more aggressive than the guppies. And yeah, I mean, if the males have any sort of fancy finish and stuff like that ain't gonna last on these streets. Got to be tough in this neighborhood. Yeah, it's always weird, like what's allowed and what's not. Man, I just got lost in a freaking rosy bar vortex. That was wild. That dude is definitely the biggest. We're starving over here. Nope, the light's gonna cause a problem. There's the rice fish from above. It's always nice. Hello, Mexicali. Mexicali, did you get to see the Gambusia? Look how happy that Java fern is down there. Not beautiful. That is moss and that is Java. Yeah, that is Java moss. I think I was saying the wrong word, but here, look at it from this angle. It's mixed in with the guppy grass, but it is just so happy. And this tank hasn't been looking so good. It's a little bit cloudy right now. There's a lot more fish in it. There's a lot less fish in this one. And look how happy everything is in here. Blue Hawaiian. There he is. There you go. Show up. Oh, and there you go. Proof of life in my freaking blue dream tank. Proof of life. Harder to see the yellows. There's a nice golden back right there. With him? Yeah. Are you curious, bro? You want to be a star? Come on up here. See if I can get it to focus. Proof of life, and I saw three 1 centimeter guys hanging out together. I don't know where the babies are at, but I assume they're hiding. That's what I would do. Splendid. And I want to say that's Ludwigia that's growing so proud and tall in this tank, taking off like gangbusters. Very happy with these plants. Well, I want to get back in the chat, grabbing a beverage. Oh, because I worked a day shift today, guys. Something that you might like. I'm getting an echo. It's funny. Okay, now it should be better. Um, because I was up during the day on Monday and Tuesday, I got to go out to lunch with my wife for the first time in months because I've been on the night shift for like 6 months now. So I see her in the mornings and the evenings, and I take a sleep during the middle of the day. Yeah, no, it happens, Coral, but I will tell you this, as a 6 foot tall guy that's actually 6 foot, um, it is amazing when you like go to a show, like a live music show or something like that, and like everybody's grouped up together, like how much taller a 6 foot person is. So even 5'11", like there's a lot of people that are like 4 or 5 inches shorter than you. Or short people listen to live music in Austin. You know what I mean? Like there could be that thing going on too. I don't know. What's what did I miss here? The moss ledges you made are looking good. Might have used too much moss per ledge. Yeah, that's true, only Oscars, but I mean, like, if it did well and it was growing, wouldn't it get to that point anyway? So, like, aren't you like into like the sculpting phase of it, like where you do like some trimming and stuff like that? Like, can you make it look like a little lawn? That'd be kind of cool. Hey, man, maybe, maybe not, but Coro, if there's 20 shrimp in a snail bucket, if there's not like huge fluctuations in pH and stuff, you know what I mean? And like they can do all right, like there's plenty for them to eat in a snail bucket. And if you were throwing a bunch of hornwort out of your tank and threw the hornwort in the snail bucket, then there's plenty for them to eat, like amongst the hornwort, right? So they might do all right. Put some light on that hornwort. There you go, Mexicali. I mean, like, I wasn't worried about it. I love you. I love you as tall as God made you. You know what I mean? Gravity is a downer. Yeah, if I've shrunk, they're not letting me know at the doctor's office. I think the nurse is lazy though. Or the tech or nursing assistant or whatever they're called over there. But I love my clinic. I've got a doctor on the third floor, and all of the doctors do clinic work, and so it's a walk-in clinic. So I like it just because I can call up there. I can go up there if I'm sick. You know what I mean, and like chill in the clinic for a minute. You know what I mean, and like get seen without an appointment. So I kind of dig that. Debs, are you in Alabama? Hi, Darlene's tanks. I love that you came to hang out. We're hanging out for another 10 minutes, and then we're going over to go visit June, I believe. I'm excited about that. I think it has been a good show. I think that there's times that the snails are more active in this tank than they were tonight. But I love how green and lush everything is in this tank. So 20-gallon pea gravel plants, and man, I've had mystery snails in there for like 3 years now. Used to gravel back it religiously, haven't been. Probably need to do it again. Just in the open areas where the food breaks down, I think, and get some of that out. But I don't think I'll gravel back and like move the plants around and stuff like that. I think I will leave them in place and let all of let the cleaned gravel be the open areas, and we'll see what happens. Oh, Mexicali, I didn't realize you didn't know Darlene. Darlene is awesome. She's been a part of the community forever. She was a well-known member when I started, like, I want to say 2 years ago, which means it's 3 or 4. That's right, Debs. You are in the UK because Fishy Mon says, "Hello, Debbie." Yeah, no, check her out. I have a cousin that what Darlene. I have a cousin that had childhood cancer in the on a cheek in her face, and the Ronald McDonald House is something that they have always participated in, and they have done fundraisers for them and things like that. And it's been like a lifelong thing with my mom's side of the family. And they are near a lot of hospitals all over, specializing in with children, and they host families, and they're usually like right next to the hospital as well. So don't hesitate to look that up if you need resources. Oh, Darlene, are you a lurker? Is that what's been going on? Is that why I haven't seen your name in a minute? Well, I'm glad you're still, checking everything out. Yeah, I've really enjoyed everything that Mexicali has been doing lately. He's definitely been making the rounds. I mean, he was on this show. You got to start somewhere. But I really enjoy what he brings to the conversation and the community orientedness of it. And then, like, even in like the fish keeping, like the I can't remember what the name of the program is, but I'm planning on uploading pictures and the collection point. I think I have a picture of the collection point as well, and take some pictures. I want to get one of those boxes that Mexicali and Warrior Planet Tanks was talking about, those little acrylic ones, because it will hold a small fish like 4 inches or under. It'll hold it in place so that you can get good pictures of it. I think that's a wonderful idea. And Mexicali, I agree with you. It is so hard. I'm like, what? Like, I've got 10 people in here right now. It's just like I've missed so much chat. Um, Fish plants y más. Yeah, no, it's a wonderful program, and I love all of the analogies that Warrior Planet Tanks uses when he's talking. I think he's very eloquent with his words when he wants to be, and all of the analogies like really paint like great like images in my head when he's talking, and I think that's really cool. That's right. Pile Aquatics is full of information. Like, man, like what a great guy to hang out with and talk about fish with. His knowledge is near encyclopedic, you know what I mean, on certain things. And yeah, when he starts explaining things, like he's got so much more experience than I do, that a lot of what he's saying is like sculpting my view of the hobby, and I'm like looking at it from a different angle, and I there's things that I hadn't considered because of my lack of experience, and I think that's pretty cool. Thank you, Huawei. Yeah, that's true, Mexicali, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know what I mean, like, I grew up a white kid in the suburbs. I started in A-Leaf, and then in the 3rd grade moved out to Pecan Grove, you know what I mean? So, like, I don't I don't normally, hang out with Warrior, uh Warrior Planet tanks, but I'm fascinated because I was not of their culture or experience, you know what I mean? Like, I was, like, way out in the suburbs, like, it was super lame. Like, I think I was like, 13 when they put a Circle K at the front of my subdivision, and it was 4 miles round trip to go up there, you know what I mean? So that happened. It was something to do during the summer, but yeah, we were riding our bikes around everywhere. I'm part of that, the later edge of, Generation X, so we were still outside playing until the streetlights came on and stuff like that. Epic games of, hide and go seek that were, like, on a block, you know what I mean? Like, the whole block, like, running around. So we still had some fun. Yeah, Mexicali, I mean, like, hopefully he does, but also at the same time, and you as well as anybody knows this, if you start your own stream and stuff like that, it can be hard to get a co-host. And then on top of that, it can be hard to get a consistent co-host. You know what I mean? Like it's hard enough to do your own show, but to like co-host another show, like I don't know how Ed does it. You know what I mean? Like I know that it's like Ed just being like, yes, you know what I mean? And like he has some options such as time that some of us don't have, you know what I mean? Um, but man, it's just like it's a lot, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's hard to get a co-host, and Warrior Planet Tanks might not want to be doing stuff on his own channel. He might want to be like on a panel on other people's channels that are getting a panel together, you know what I mean? Which makes him valuable to the community for that reason because I do find it a lot more conversational and a lot more fun when else is up here with me. But I do enjoy what I'm doing right now, which is I guess this is the second week, maybe third, but inadvertently. But I want to show a different tank every week and talk about the tank and its filtration and like how long it's been around and like what's going on in there and stuff like that, and like have that so that fish tanks are kind of in the foreground and then the chat happens like on the side. But I always feel that because of my lack of experience and stuff like that, for now it's more going to be fish and community, and I feel like it's probably always going to be that way just because I value the community so much and all of us. But I have rambled on over my allotted time. It is 12:31. If somebody would put June's link in the chat, if there is one, that would be great. Fishing Mound. Oh yeah, no, exactly, Nathan. There was a spot along where the bayou, the drainage for all of the neighborhood goes out, and it was just cut. And there were houses, fence, levee, and then this area, and some guys got in there and like made some like jumps and stuff, and they'd get back there with little dirt bikes, and we would set fires back there in high school. We'd go there, make a campfire, hang out, do whatnot, generally be unsupervised and whatnot. And yeah, man, it was fun like burning all your notes for the semester, stuff like that. Sometimes the entire book bag, just burn the whole bag. Like it was fun. You guys have a great night. Bless you, bless each other. Thank you. I was a little tired. I was a little worried about whether or not I was going to do this stream tonight, and I am so glad I did. I enjoyed speaking and hanging out with all of you. Have a great night.